What's going on, JW Faction? My name is Josh Williamson. So this is me answering your guys' questions, part one. I think I'm going to make about 3 parts to this, okay? So let's get on to the first question. First question. Now, I used to say the names of the people who wrote down the questions, but considering that some of them asked more questions than one, I'm not going to do that for this video. It's just going to take a lot of time. Anyways, first one. Are you actually really interested what a different story is like even when it's not the same? There are many things evolving out there, like the Amazing Spider-Man. I don't really understand that question all that much. Like, do you mean, like, if a video game had a certain story, but then later on that same video game had a different story change or something? I don't really understand the question. Maybe it's because of the way it was typed or something, but I give it a chance, I guess. Anyways, next question. Now, I don't watch wrestling anymore. It's been over a year since I watched wrestling, and I don't plan on going back anytime soon. But this is a wrestling question. Other worst wrestlers of all time besides James Ellsworth? Besides James Ellsworth, I think the worst wrestler of all time, Kurt Hawkins, maybe. Just simply because of his entire winning streak through his entire wrestling career. It's just sad. So, Kurt Hawkins. Alright, next one. What is the first gaming system you ever had? The first gaming system I ever had, and I still have one to this day, is a Nintendo 64. Next question. Nintendo or Sega? Nintendo. Love Nintendo. Next question. Do you watch UFC? No, I don't watch UFC. Next question. Will you ever stream on Twitch? I actually streamed a few times on Twitch before. Like when I was taking a hiatus from YouTube because of that Kappa scare, I actually streamed the entirety of Leon's story on Resident Evil 2 Remake on Twitch. So, but anytime soon, it doesn't seem like I will. Next question. First of all, he says, nice, first Q&A with my favorite YouTuber. Greatly appreciated. I'm so excited. Not really the one to ask questions, but I think I can do this. Alright. What is your favorite instrument and why? Favorite instrument. Now, do you mean like my favorite instrument to play or to listen to? Now, I haven't really played an instrument in a long time because I lost my interest in doing so. But I think my favorite instrument to play is probably the keyboard. And the reason why is because it's pretty much the only instrument I've ever, like, learned how to play by ear. Like, I never read sheet music or anything like that. I always played the songs that I heard by ear most of the time. And I also really like playing the ocarina. You know, I have an ocarina, but I'm wishing to get a different one right now because I want one that sounds a little bit better than the one I have right now. And the reason why I bought it is because I love The Legend of Zelda. Alright, but anyways, next question. First of all, before I get to the next question, have a drink for after a long time of talking because my throat is getting dry. Anyways, next question. Which movie remakes do you think are better than their originals? That's a good question. I personally think that John Carpenter's The Thing remake is better than the original The Thing. Next question. Who is your favorite Grand Theft Auto character of all time? I'm sorry if this sounds biased because San Andreas is my favorite game in the series, but Carl Johnson is my favorite Grand Theft Auto character of all time. I'm sorry, I know that sounds biased, but CJ along with Nico Bellic from Grand Theft Auto 4, those two are the best developed characters in the Grand Theft Auto series, in my opinion. Like, their character development is just phenomenal, in my opinion. Anyways, next question. What was the first GameCube game you ever played? Now, first, let me tell you that I never owned a GameCube, alright? I played GameCube games on the Wii because the Wii is compatible with it. I think the first GameCube game I ever played was Sonic Heroes. I don't know if that was originally on the GameCube, but that was the first game I ever played on as a GameCube game. Anyways, next question. Nintendo or Microsoft? Nintendo all the way. Nintendo. Like like I said before, the Nintendo 64 was the first console I ever had, and I still love it to this day. I still love Nintendo overall to this day. Next one. What 5 songs do you personally think are overplayed on the radio? Gosh, dang. That is that's a very good question. Now, I don't really listen to a bunch of radio stations. The only radio station I really listen to when I can is Octane, okay? Because it has a lot of metal and hard rock music, and that's the type of music that I like. I'm gonna say 5 songs that are overplayed on that station. Now, I'm not saying these are bad songs, okay? They're good songs, but they're overplayed. Uh, let's see. Take Me Away by Aaron Jones. Uh, let's see. As Above, So Below by In This Moment. Um, what are the songs overplayed on Octane? That's all I can think of right now. Anyways, next question. Hi Joshua. Do you have a pet? If so, can you show me? If not, then what domestic or wild animals do you prefer as a pet? I do have 2 pets, okay? I have a Yorkie Poo, a dog named Nala, and I have a cat named Lucy. Now as you guys may already know, my cat Lucy came into my streams and even on these videos before. And Nala, I've showed her a few times on this channel, but not too much because she's a very snippy dog. So, yeah, those are the pets that I have. Anyways, next question. Is there any chance you'll do a best Disney shows list in the future? I really don't know. There's a better chance that I will than I won't, but I don't know. I mean, I think about doing it sometime soon, but I don't know when. Like, because those videos are very hard for me to make unless I make them on my phone, and on the phone it's a little bit less good quality. So yeah. Anyways, next question. Do you like the character Blade? Now, I've only seen bits and pieces of the movie Blade, okay? But, and I also know Blade from the game Spider-Man Friend or Foe. That game is a game that I don't know why it gets hate. I love that game. Uh, but anyways, next question. Do you like the singer The Weeknd? Honestly, no, I don't. I don't personally. He's not really my cup of tea. Uh, Next question. When Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart comes out, will you play it? I know you only played one Ratchet game, but is there a chance you might play it? I might play it in the future if I play the other Ratchet and Clank games. Okay, like I said, the only Ratchet and Clank game I've played, but I haven't even finished yet because it's so hard, is Up Your Arsenal. And from what I've played of it so far, now I should be almost finished with that game. It's a really fun game. Anyways, number 5. Well, that's on the list of the question that this person said. Anyways, next question. Aside from Breath of the Wild, what's your favorite Nintendo Switch game? Now, Breath of the Wild is actually my second favorite Nintendo Switch game. My favorite Nintendo Switch game is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I just love Super Smash Bros. Next question. What is your favorite PS1 game? Favorite PS1 game? I'm gonna say it's a tough one between Spider-Man on the PS1 and Resident Evil 2. Next question. Do you like Inside Out and Brave? Now, I've only seen bits and pieces of Inside Out, okay? And Brave, I love that movie. That's one of my favorite Pixar movies. Next question. Do you like Mr. Meaty? I've only seen bits and pieces of Mr. Meaty, but what I've seen of it was awful. Next question. Who's your favorite Marvel character? Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. He's my favorite superhero of all time. Next question. Do you like Daft Punk and do you like the Chronicles of Narnia trilogy? I don't like Daft Punk, and I only like one movie in the Chronicles of Narnia, and it's the first one. Next question. First off, apologies for not being in your Crash 4 streams. Kind of excited to play it, and I want to avoid spoilers. Sorry, man. Perfectly fine. Anyways, next one. Did you know Spider-Man Miles Morales will also be coming on the PS4 as well, with a bit less content, at least from what I heard? I might just get that version. Yeah, I heard about that, but I'd rather wait for the PS5. I'd rather wait until I get enough money from my job to get the game, because I want the extra stuff that's gonna be cut off from the PS4 version. I want the better graphics. Next question. What are your favorite songs and movies of the year? I don't know what my favorite song of the year is because I haven't really... Actually, you know what? I think I do have one. And I think it's Heart of a Champion by Hollywood Undead featuring Ice Nine Kills and Papa Roach. Really good song. Favorite movie of the year? I haven't really seen any movies this year, so I don't know. Any movies or albums coming out in 2021 that you're excited for? I am kind of curious to see, like, how The Batman with Rob Pattinson is. I'm curious to see how he performs as Batman, because he's actually a good actor. Anyways, next question. Do you hate it when someone says they're buying a few things and return home with like 20 bags full of groceries? Honestly, no, I don't really hate that, but I do hate when I ask someone for just a few things, but they come back with a bunch of other things. More like. But I actually am kind of guilty of doing that first thing, though. So, I don't really hate it. But anyways, next question. What do you think of the rock band Queen? I don't really listen to Queen. You know, they're not really my cup of tea. Next question. Have you seen Bumblebee? If you haven't, you should. It's really good, and it's not directed by Michael Bay. Now, here's the thing, okay? I don't like Transformers, okay? Transformers was never my cup of tea, alright? So I don't know whether or not I'll watch Bumblebee. I haven't, but I don't think I will. Next question. Have you seen The Owl House? If you haven't, it's coming to Disney Plus on October 30th. So if you haven't, you should watch it. Well, obviously I haven't watched it because it's not even out yet. But anyways, I don't know. I haven't even seen any sneak peeks of it, so not sure. And the last question for this whole set. Have you seen the 2017 movie Logan? It's really good. I think it's the proper Wolverine movie. No, I haven't seen that movie. But anyways, that's all the questions for now. If you have any more, leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to them in another video. If you like this video, thumb it up. If you hate thumb it down. On my social media, we down in the description box. And be sure to click subscribe and remember the JW faction on joining 10,000 subscribers. See you later.